So now I'm starting part K, which is general ledger. So here, go for, you can do it either two ways, but this is the most easier way. Go for company. In the company, go for general journal entry. Company general journal entry. The following recurring expenses should be paid on 10th of every month. Recurrent means we are paying over and over again on the same date. So here, select the date. We are paying on 10th of each month. So starting from this financial year, starting from 1st of April. So from April 10th, we are going to recur it. So here the reference number recur 001, recur 001. Then here general account, we are paying insurance from HNB Bank. This is expense, therefore we are going to debit the insurance account. Insurance account we are going to debit 35,000. We are going to credit HNB Bank account 35,000. So here we are going to type insurance expense. Insurance for HNB. Right. So then you can write the same narration, it's okay. But since I can find it easily, that's why I'm writing HNB. Then go for recur. Go for recur. Recur means recurrent. Here, click on monthly. So we are starting from April 10th and you can finish it, right, at the end of the financial year, which is 31st March 2012. So it's recur at 31st March, which means we have 12 occurrence. මාස 12යිනේ මාස 12ට payment 12. So if you click on no end date, which means it can be gone for a foreseeable future, right? It's last for at the company end. මේක no end date දැම්මොත් company එක ඉවර වෙනකන් හැම මාසෙම 10 වෙනිදාට ගෙවෙන විදියට යන්නේ. මම මේක අවුරුද්දට හදන හින්දා I'm going to select the financial period end date. Now click OK. So when you recur this one, when you go for the list, right, you can see recur is appearing on this period. So if I go for the next period, right, so you can see even in the February month, the 11th period recurrent for the insurance is there. Right, I will show it to you in the journal voucher, in the report. Wait a minute, because there's another transaction. I'm going to enter it first. So here we have rent expense. Select the rent expense account. Type rent. So here this rent expense is based on People's Bank. Here the amount 25,000. People's Bank account I have to select. So normally when you are typing a narration in the description, it's automatically appearing for each and every transactions. So if you want to change, then only you have to correct it. So then go for recur. Here I'm going to select the end date, which means 2012, March 31st. So there will be 12 occurrences. And click OK. So when I go to reports, when I go to general journal, you can see each month my transactions are appearing. So if I click for the whole period, if I give a range, so I'm giving a range. I'm starting from April 1st, then I'm going to give it for 12th, no, 31st March 2012. So when I click it OK, wait, what happened? So when I click on here, range, 31st March. If I'm giving the whole range, then you can see my transactions for this type is appearing. See this rent expense one, rent expense recurring on every 10th of each month. හැම මාසෙම 10 ඉඳ බලන්න rent එක ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා ඒ වගේම insurance ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා. So you can see. Right? So that's how we are going to do the recurrent. Now I'm going to do the payments. Right? Now I'm going to do the payments. So that is part L. The following expenses were paid. So there are three types of expenses for advertising, VAT and stationery. So here you can pay it via general ledger as well as you can create a custom and then you can pay it as well. Both is possible, right? So here now I'm going to show you how can I pay through this general journal. So here the date here is July 31st. So account here is advertising. Click on the advertising. The transaction here is advertising expenses. Amount 25,000. So we are paying it from bank BOC. So here, when you go for this transaction, there is a check number appearing. But if you are paying it via the general journal, right, you can't enter it here. Therefore, you have to go for the reference number, and in the reference number, you can write the check number. and click Save. Right? So then I have the next one, VAT payable. So here, general journal account, VAT payable account should be selected. But here, VAT payable account is a liability account. So here it's act as a control account. That's why we are going to debiting it as expense account. VAT payable. So the amount is 25,000. Bank, People's Bank. Yeah. Then the next one is stationery we are paying. Expense account. Stationery expense. 10,000. From cash in hand account. Click Save. Now I'm going to view the list. So I think the date should be changed. Here, stationery, it's on August 25th. And so VAT, let's see VAT on August. Fifteenth. Here the date should be August. August 15th. So I'm going to view the list. So here on July month, I have the recurrent 1 and 2, which is insurance and rent, as well as we have settled it for advertising. In August month, we have recurrent 2 as well as VAT payable and stationery. So next one, part M. Following Bank of Ceylon checks were written to settle the accounts payable. So we are going to pay for the vendors. Go for vendors and purchases. Go for pay bill. Go for pay bill. Then on 7th, which means July 24th. July 24th. We are paying for vendor 1. Here the check number is 410,101. Here we are paying via Bank of Ceylon BOC account. Then here we have to settle him for invoice number 1000. We are settling fully. So therefore click on this checkbox under pay, which means we are settling in fully. Then click save. Then 25th July, we are paying for vendor number 2. The check number is 400 and 102. Again, BOC account. We are paying for invoice 2000. But here we are only paying 2 lakhs. Right? Then click save. On March 5th, no, May 5th. May 5th. The check number is 44, 20 and 10. So we are paying for vendor number 3 under BOC account. Invoice number 2,500, only 125,000. Click save. Then check number 44 3104 on August 10th. Vendor 001. IN 4000 we are settling fully. Now click save. So after payment to the supplier, we are receiving money from the customers. So that is part A. Go for customers and sales. Go for receive money. Then here from customer 1, we have to go for bank HNB. Then here the reference number is RC 003. Date is July 28th of July. So we are receiving from invoice number 10,000, but we are receiving only 150,000. Then click save. Then next one, August 5th, 5th of August. From vendor customer number 2, reference number RC 004, bank People's Bank. So from this invoice, we are settling the full amount. Now click save. Then the final customer 3, bank HNB, reference number RC 005, That is invoice number 4. Here we are fully settling it. Then click Save. Then we have two income we are going to receive. So here in this paper, I'm going to show you how we are going to use general journal for receipts. But at the same time, if you are creating a customer and if you are creating a supplier, then you can get it from this navigation bars as well in the customer and sales and inventories, sorry, in the vendors and purchasers. දැන් මම මේ පේපර් එක උගන්වන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ජෙනරල් ලෙජර් එක හරහා කොහොමද අනිකුත් වියදම් ආදායම් ලැබීම් සිද්ධ කරන්නේ කියලා. ඒ වගේම ඔයාලට කස්ටමර් කෙනෙක් හදලා, සප්ලයර් කෙනෙක් හදලා සල්ලි ලැබෙන්න ගෙවන්න හදන්නත් පුළුවන්. Both ways are possible. So here, go for general journal. In part O, on August 25th. 25th of August. Here the reference number RC006. So, general ledger, general journal number, interest income. So here we have to select income, interest income account. So here interest income. So check number, I'm going to write it here. Amount here 75,000. Bank HNB. So here we can create for rent as well. Here cash account should be selected. Then we have accrueds and prepayments. So accrueds, we can use it this general journal. So here we are going to select the electricity account first. we are going to debit the electricity account, accrued electricity, Upachita Viduliya, so 20,500. Here the reference number is G001. Then here we have to select accrued electricity, accrued account. So it must be in the liability, accrued expense, 20,500. As well as there is a accrued salary on 30th. Accrued salary is there. That's for August 30th. Then we have prepayments. Prepayments, we know that prepayment account should be debit. It should be a other current asset type, prepayment expense, prepaid, here rent, 32,000. Then rent account should be printed. Rent is expense. So here reference number G003. Date August 30th. Sorry. Amount is changing, that's all. 32,000. Then on August 30th, prepaid advertising also there. Prepaid account should be debit. Amount 15,000. Advertising account should be created. Advertising expense should be created 15,000. Right? Finish these transactions up to now. Right? Then I will show you how to create the reports later. Right? So now, up to now, the transactions are finished, right? Complete these transactions up to now and come up with the finished document. Then I will show you how to create the reports.